Upsert is an operation that inserts rows into a database table if they do not already exist, or update them if they do. The type of ID field is similar to the primary key in a relational database. Each field on each object has one or more of properties. We can specify a record in an Upsert call using ID lookup property. The ID field of each object has ID lookup property set to true by default, and there is a number of other standard object fields with ID lookup property set to true, meaning they can be used with performing Upsert operations. However, these fields don't also have unique property set to true, a non-unique index, which means the user must have view all data permission to be able to perform the Upsert operation. Having view all data permission prevents the client application from using Upsert to insert an accidental duplicate records because it couldn't see that a record existed. Not very convenient, and there is no way to add unique property to the standard field. The first thought that comes to mind is let's change the metadata of the standard field using Apex so as not to meddle with permissions. Unfortunately, you can't change the metadata of a standard field using Apex because this metadata is used at the database level and cannot be modified. We even have a proposal from some guy in Idea Exchange from 2016 concerning a unique property activation for a standard object field. So the only way is to create a custom field with both the external ID and the unique properties selected, and you do not need any special permissions because the unique property prevents the creation of duplicates. Let's take a look at some of these standard fields. I prepared this code snippet beforehand. The first is user object. It has ID lookup for ID, username, email, employee number, and federation ID fields. Unique false, external ID false. Next is account object. Only one field, account ID. What about leads? Lead ID and email. Unique is false as usual. Next is contact object. Again, ID and email. An opportunity, ID and name. OK. And simple Upsert example at the end. Class Upsert leads, public static void method Upsert example, list to store new and updated leads, get one existing lead with SQL, slightly change the last name of this lead, add it to the list, loop to create a couple of new leads and add them to the same list, an Upsert operation with database method. Deploy the class to the work, and call it in anonymous window. As we can see, only one record is created false. Okay, let's open default org and check out leads. We have 2 testers and 1 lead with changed last name. That's it.